Hey everyone, Morgan here, and today we're going to do a really fun video, and we're actually going to look at my old artwork. So for those of you who don't know, I actually am an art student. I have taken art classes throughout my whole schooling, and yeah, we're going to go check that out. So I'm really excited to show you some of my artwork. Let's get into it. Alright, so this is my sketchbooks that I could find, not too many, but starting off with my grade 7 sketchbook. It was actually made out of glue and some paint. It's kind of messy, but it was really fun to make and not too great, but it's a start just in junior high. So as you can tell, there was a lot of technique exercises that we did starting off at a young age, looking at texture and color and how to make things more realistic and understand how the different elements of art. So here are just some two pieces. The one on the right is called a Zentangle, and that's just a bunch of patterns. And the other one on the left is just an abstract piece, and I don't know, I like the colors a lot. And here we have just a rough draft of a painting we did, and this was just based off of some Canadian artists that we looked at, and it was really fun to look at Canadian artists, and this is how it turned out. Very vibrant colors, that's what I like the most about it, but a lot of technical issues, I would say. Not my best piece, but I was pretty young, but it was still really fun. Coming up is grade 8, and this is my sketchbook. It's tearing up everywhere. It's pretty old, and it was just a collage that we did at the front. And here are some color palettes that I just tried out for painting that we did. And that was my rough draft. That's how I wanted it to look. So this piece was inspired by Impressionism. So thinking of Van Gogh and Starry Night. And alright, and this is how it turned out. Some technical issues, but I really liked it. I can like how you can see every single brush stroke that I did. And honestly, the colors are really vibrant. Yeah, I still thought it was a really fun project. Moving on, this is my grade 10 sketchbook. It has Kermit on it. I actually couldn't find my grade 9 one, but here's some grade 10 artwork. A lot more interesting, a little bit weirder, but this is the challenge when you get into high school is you need to have a lot more original ideas. And this is just some practice little sketches that we did. That's just a doodle right there. And that is a picture of a grasshopper that I drew out of pencil crayons. So the background's a little bit messy, but I thought it still turned out pretty good. And basically when you get into high school, you have to have a little bit more interesting ideas and different concepts that to really step up your game. And there's also still going to be really bad drawings in your sketchbook. Not every piece is going to be a masterpiece. I didn't even finish this one, which is kind of funny, kind of scary looking. And this is a photo, just to be clear, I did not take this photo either. This is a photo, but we had this project where we had to choose a photo of a landscape and then make it into a painting. And this is how it turned out. It's actually on my wall. It was really, really fun, and it was so relaxing to do this painting. I love painting and drawing landscapes. I love how the snow looks like on the trees and the beautiful sunset or sunrise, whatever it was. But 10 out of 10, I loved it. And next is my grade 11 sketchbook. The cover is so much fun. It was a little bit more creative, but we had a lot of freedom with this, and we could do basically whatever we wanted on the cover. And I actually honestly like doing the covers. There's a few pages missing from this book because I actually have some of the paintings on my wall and the drawings on my wall. But as you can see, there's a lot more planning when you get older. So this is my plans for a project, and this project was a structure that we had to make, made only out of books and paper. It was so difficult, but I chose an idea from Romeo and Juliet. So this was the Shakespeare scene of the balcony where Romeo and Juliet are having a little conversation, and this is how it turned out, and I thought it was so good. I was so proud of myself. I lost a lot of sleep from this. It was so stressful to do, but there was so many little details, and This was all made out of paper and books, and it took so long cutting all these things out and figuring out how to make this look good. And here at the back, there's a little Romeo and Juliet written in golden paint and the little rose that I did. And I actually won some money from this from an art competition, so that was really awesome. I got third place, and yeah, I just love this project. Next up are just some thumbnail sketches, which is just tiny sketches of me choosing which colors I wanted to use. So you can see there's 3 different color schemes that I wanted, but I ended up choosing the purple and yellow one just because they're complementary colors. Just means the colors both complement each other, and this is how it looked at the end. So I love this. Of course, it's on my wall, and it was actually made only of pencil crayons, and I thought it looked really smooth and just really elegant, and I just loved the way it turned out. And this was a little bit more of an abstracted portrait, but yeah, and also you can check out on the side there's some other drawings I did. And this is my grade 12 final sketchbook. Nothing at the front. We had no time, absolutely no time to do something crazy or fun at the front, which kind of sucked. Since COVID, we changed our school system, so I only had 2.5 months of art, so we didn't have enough time to spend on a cover. But again, you can see there was lots and lots of planning on all my projects. So this was my planning for a self-portrait. And the self-portrait, I think, took 3 weeks, and this is how it turned out. Not too bad. There are some things I think I could have done better on, but honestly, it's not too bad. I still really proud of myself. I'm not really used to painting too many people, and especially myself. It was super frustrating, and it's a huge painting as well. But honestly, I'm super proud of this one. And finally, this was my very last project of the year, and it was an investigation on anything that you wanted, and I chose people's nightmares. So yeah, you can see me in one of these nightmares, and also Tricks in the other one. That's how I used for my reference. But this is all done digitally, so I did this on my drawing tablet, and this was awesome for our final project of the year, that we could do it in any style. You could paint it, you could do it digitally, and that's what I love about art. It's so freeing, and I hope people can, just do whatever they want to draw or paint or whatever. Alright guys, that's all that I have for right now. Comment down below which one was your favorite piece, and like and subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day.